There are many tropes in the movies and TV shows that we watch. Plenty of common tropes that I'm sure you've heard of, like the loser nerd who gets turned into a prom queen simply by taking off her glasses and pulling out her ponytail, or the let's split up in this house with a spooky ghost murder in it. Gee willikers, Tony, that's a good idea. Some of these recurring tropes can make people's blood boil. And today, I'm going to be talking about 5 tropes that make my blood boil. Because of course you care about my opinion. No, but in all seriousness, this video is a way for me to talk about tropes that I find annoying and to see if anyone else agrees with me. By the way, I'll be showcasing my speed paints of my original characters while I talk. So without further ado, let's rage together while we look at some annoying tropes.
Let it fester and boil inside of you.
The tsundere. Now I know for a lot of people who watch films other than anime, you may not know what a tsundere is, so allow me to explain. Basically, a tsundere is someone who never admits their true feelings to the people they care about. They spend their time denying they care about the main character, when in fact they do. This happens for whatever reason. They're annoying to me because they don't properly express their feelings, and would rather pretend to crap on the main character or other supporting characters just because they are emotionally immature. Seriously, these people need therapy. Like literally, this is how an interaction between a tsundere and a normal person would go.
Hey, I got you some food. You want it?
No, I hate you. How dare you give me food? Where's it even from? Ew, is that McDonald's? How dare you get me something from there, you disgusting freak? But I guess I'll take it anyway. I'm not taking it because I like you or anything. I'm just taking it because someone like you does not deserve to eat. Oh wow, how thoughtful. McDonald's is my favorite restaurant.
Yeah, so do you see why I dislike this trope? This skit was probably a bit of an exaggeration, but you get the gist. Honestly, I don't see the appeal of these kinds of characters. Who even came up with this type of character? Nobody like this exists in real life. If this is you, seek help. But really though, there could be a place in a story where a character can't properly express their feelings, and it could be expounded upon where they can find the courage to communicate with people. But this doesn't happen with most tsunderes in anime, or at least the ones that I've watched. Especially not in the romance ones, which is one reason why I don't really like romance anime sometimes. Maybe I just haven't watched enough anime with tsunderes in them, nor do I want to. I don't know. I guess that's just popular over in Japan. I haven't seen films from other countries specifically do the tsundere trope, especially not in the US. Also, side note, it seems like this trope is also a bit of a lettuce, if you know what I mean.
No.
I mean, it's always the same small-looking girl with those stupid pigtails or something, which, if that's the case, is absolutely disgusting, especially because most of the time grown men write these things. I know this is a very bold statement, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, just overall, I can't stand the trope, mostly because it leads to miscommunication, which brings me to my second most hated trope, miscommunication. Just naming this trope makes me want to rip my hair out. It's maybe just the worst trope that I talk about in this video. I don't know why, but watching a movie that continues on for like another hour just because people don't know how to communicate bothers me so much. More often than not, the conflict is so avoidable, and in some cases, the plot drags on for way too long. Miscommunication is so meaningless. Like, what do you mean we could have been finished with this story an hour ago? Also, with this trope, it's like people magically can't communicate anymore. For example, say a guy named Bob and a lady named Susan are together in a happy relationship, but Jessica over here is jealous of their relationship. So when she and Bob are alone, she tries to kiss Bob, but Bob doesn't want to kiss and he backs away. Susan sees this and misunderstands the situation. Now she thinks that Bob is cheating on her. She storms out of the room without confronting the two, and Bob follows, trying to clear up the misunderstanding. But instead of just telling her what actually happened, he says absolutely nothing and does not, in fact, clear up the misunderstanding. Or no, he either says nothing or just says, "I'm sorry." Like, oh my goodness, tell her what actually happened. Don't say sorry, because that'll just incriminate you further. Explain, elaborate, defend yourself. If you talk, most of the time, everything will be solved. You're right there, say something. No joke, I've seen this exact interaction on TV more than once. Here's another strong opinion. Sometimes misunderstandings are not good writing. It just makes people angry. It gets especially ridiculous when it's the main plot point of a movie. It's like the writers want the audience to suffer. Also, shame on you, Jessica. The loser main character. Now, I know a lot of you may come for me for saying this, but just hear me out. I know that the main character has to come from somewhere, right? It's boring when they just start off with everything and are already strong and perfect. There are plenty of beloved movies that start off with someone who isn't the most skilled, famous, or popular. I mean, that's how we get all these cinematic masterpieces. But there is one type of loser main character that I'm specifically talking about, and that's the loser main character in anime. Specifically in romance animes and isekais. I feel as though these happen way too often. At the start of almost every romance anime, there's a loser. And most of the time it's a dude. He has no friends, no life, no maidens, nothing. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the main character should start off as popular or anything, but why always a loser who's an edgy loner who also hates the world or something? And he also always sits next to a window in a classroom. Then comes along a beautiful model strutting her stuff who happens to be in the same class and takes a liking to some random guy sitting by the window. It's like you can feel the writer's ideal high school life seeping through the screen. And I guess there's nothing wrong with that, it's just overused. And it's not just in romance anime either. Another genre of anime that does this is isekais. A loser main character with practically no talent suddenly obtains the power to destroy 3 solar systems. I'm sorry, but in my opinion, that is not good writing. Also, just to reiterate, there's nothing wrong with being a loner or a quote-unquote loser. It is possible to find happiness even if you have nothing. But I don't know, it's just, I hate this trope because it happens too often and it's very predictable. People want to see these characters go through meaningful development, but isekais and some romance animes, not all, lack it. Take Spider-Man for example, right? We all know the story.
Alright, let's do this one last time.
He gets bitten by a radioactive spider and gains superpowers. He has to learn how to use this power, and he experiences trials and tribulations going through very complex, very good character phase development. Now all of that is just to summarize. Then take an isekai. The bland main character gains superpowers upon reincarnation. He learns to use his superpowers in 5 minutes and gets all the women in the world. Do you see the difference? Now, some isekais do better than others, like Mushoku Tensei, but still. Also, I might make a separate video about isekais alongside other anime genres, so check it out if I post it. But anyway, it's like the main character gets everything by doing nothing. I don't see how the Spider-Man movie has a longer getting used to using superpower arc than some 12-episode isekais. So maybe I should change this title from loser main character to loser main character who always gets everything he ever wanted and is blander than a cardboard box. Mary Sue. Now, unlike the last few tropes, this Mary Sue trope, I'm pretty sure, is universally known and hated. I know this trope has probably been talked about a lot already, but I just had to say my piece. Now, most of us know what the Mary Sue trope is, but if you don't, then let me explain. A Mary Sue is a woman in a TV show or movie that has no ounce of character development. Most of the time, Mary Sues don't struggle or face any hardship to get where they are. They're just strong because some 65-year-old guy in corporate somewhere named Tom thought that women would think that it's cool. It's not, Tom. And yes, I'm looking at you. So essentially, Mary Sues are incredibly overpowered for no reason. They know everything, they're selfish, and they think they're the most important thing in the universe. And most importantly, they don't need a man. But don't misunderstand me. I love strong women, whether they're in movies, shows, or in real life. Strong women are good. Don't need a man to do things? Good. Personally, I like solving things and doing things on my own. You know, we love strong independent women. However, in cinema, a strong woman without good writing is like a Popeye's biscuit without a drink. Kinda terrible. I can think of a few examples of these kinds of women, and you probably know who I'm going to mention. Captain Marvel and She-Hulk from the MCU. These women are completely unlikable and essentially don't have heart or personality. Even Captain Marvel in the comics is unlikable. Honestly, it's kind of insulting. And no, Tom, women do not like the crap that you put in front of our faces. We don't like these women. We do not represent these women. We don't like your definition of a girl boss. Please, next time, keep it in the drafts. And to the women who write or approve these Mary Sues,
stop it. Get some help.
Honorable mention, glamorizing infidelity. I'll never understand this trope. To be honest, I don't know if it counts as a trope, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. Glamorizing infidelity in cinema is even scarier than a horror movie. Because why are we encouraging finding our soulmate when we're still in a relationship? How deluded does the writer have to be? If you're not happy with your relationship and want something better for yourself, break up with the person you are with. Don't stay with them if you're just going to cheat on them. Let me say it again for the people in the back. Don't stay with them if you're just going to cheat on them. Break up. These people want to have their cake and eat it too. And then the writer portrays the main character as if it's so difficult for them, as if they're the victim.
Bo-ho! Bo-ho!
Like, no, you did this to yourself. I could yap about this trope all day, but it's an honorable mention, so I'm not going to make it long. Stupid parents/adults. Parents are great. Parents love you, provide for you, and prepare you for the world beyond the house. Well, most of them, right? If you have something that's troubling you as a kid, or even as an adult, you can ask your parents and they'll probably try to help you out with your troubles. But imagine you're a kid and you tell your parents that you saw a buff 6'9" man with an axe hiding inside of your closet, and they didn't believe you.
Oh, little Sue, it's just all in your head. Now come on, your mac and cheese is getting cold.
Well, introducing you to like half the parents in movies with the kid as one of the main characters. Can someone please tell me why this happens? Okay, I know, it's for the plot, but still, why? These parents just need to listen to their kids. Like, okay, I know kids can have a broad imagination sometimes, and they can lie like it's second nature. But please at least give them a chance, especially if they tell you something concerning, like there's a 6'9" murderous lumberjack in the upstairs closet. For example, I just got done watching a movie where the parents didn't believe their kid when he said he saw his stepdad off a man and throw him into an incinerator of sorts. Now I get it, the kid was a troublemaker and he did lie a lot. But what kind of things did this kid lie about that would make this lie not stand out? Were his lies this extreme? At least give the kid a chance and hear him out. The mom didn't believe him, and at one point the bio dad didn't believe him either. Neither did the police. I mean, they even put the killer in the same interrogation room as the kid when he was talking about him. He could hear everything. Isn't that like bad practice? I've watched a real interrogation or two, and the suspect and witnesses are always in two separate rooms. Is this because he's a kid, or does this differ by state? Or is this just movie logic? But in any case, the police did do a half-baked investigation of the area and of the stepdad's car. Like, how did they not find any blood in the car? It looks like the stepdad wiped down everything with a dry cloth. In the dark. But I digress. The kid ends up basically being abrizzled by the stepdad and is left to fend for himself because the stepdad wasn't arrested or charged with anything due to a lack of proof. Another movie with a stupid parent trope that came out more recently is the second FNAF movie. Did you guess it? You may already know where I'm going with this. This kid, I forgot her name, at a birthday party at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria witnesses a dude, William Afton, in a bunny suit carrying away a kid into a room that's isolated from everyone else. Seeing this unfold, the kid begs nearby adults for help, but they all ignore her. Not a single parent acknowledges this panicked child who just saw another kid get dragged into the abyss. Now come on guys, is this even realistic? As messed up as society is, I am 95% sure that in real life, at least one parent would take notice of this distressed child and help out. No? Am I wrong? Like, the stupid parent/adult trope with the parents never listening or believing a child is just so dumb. Like, I know sometimes it can be hard to tell whether you should believe a child, but these instances are sort of unrealistic, no? Could you imagine calling for help and having no one believe or care about it? That has to suck. Another side note, the
FNAF second movie was a disappointment, especially for someone who knows the game.
What? Who said that? Not me. Anyway, all of my character sheets are done. I know they look a bit scrappy, but these are mainly just concepts. And don't mind the side profiles, I'm a bit rough at them at the moment. But it's strange because I thought I got better at them. I guess not. Another side note, the best part of these character sheets was the fact that I didn't have to shade anything. Just adding the base colors is so easy, oh my goodness. Also, I need to get better at drawing dudes. I want to be like consistent with the line art and like the hairstyles and the eyes and the proportions from character to character. Honestly, I kind of copied and pasted some, if you couldn't already tell, because I was lazy and I needed to get these character sheets out just to get the concept across. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Remember, both are free and you can always take them back. Also, comment below if you agree with my sentiment on any of these tropes. Are there other tropes that you hate? If so, comment that too. And also tell me which character sheet was your favorite. I have gotta go now, so I'll see you in the next video.